When the headline reads, NYC businesses brace for more flooding with severe storms in the forecast, you know every corner of the city is rippling with unease. The first story that comes to mind is Empire Luggage Center in Soho, where workers lift suitcase stacks from a basement that's almost always underwater. The basement flooding is so regular that they keep their displays on pads and elevate the merchandise, an everyday ritual that turns disaster into routine. Then there's Flippers, the quirky restaurant famous for its soufflé pancakes. As rain soaks the streets, the staff keep a bag of garbage bags ready for customers to use as shoe covers when they leave. It's a small solution, but irrigation to the system. Yet in the same neighborhood, a longer-standing staple, the French bistro Felix, has a different response. Owner Alain Denulin, who has run the bistro for 35 years, says there's nothing you can do but wait it out and clean up after the storm. He remembers a time when the streets in Soho were far worse until the city fixed them about a decade ago. But now with climate change driving storms that are stronger and more frequent, the very same sewers are backing up again. The bistro, like many other businesses, is on its own. Last weekend, flooding in the city was relentless, turning subway stations into waterfalls and narrow streets into streams. On Tuesday, the National Weather Service warned of severe storms in the late afternoon and evening. Flash flood warnings covered every borough of New York City except Staten Island. Mayor Zoran Mamdani urged caution in a social media post, noting that city agencies are prepared to respond but citizens must tread carefully. Despite these statements, many business owners feel isolated. When they call 311 to report flooding or debris, often no one shows up. Denulin shared that his staff spent the weekend cleaning sidewalks and street corners with bleach and a high-pressure hose to rid the streets of the stench coming from sewer backup. Other Soho businesses also called the city and received no response. When a flood watch is issued, representatives from the Department of Environmental Protection, Sanitation and Transportation go into action. They clear major thoroughfares and work to clean about 1,000 of the city's highest priority catch basins. These basins have chambers designed to trap debris before it can enter the sewer system. Water captured there should be able to travel through the city's infrastructure, but when the basins are clogged or the drains are diverted, water still finds its way into the streets. Topography matters, DDG DeFalco, a spokeswoman for the department explained. Most of these priority drains sit in low-lying areas, so if higher ground drains are blocked, the water can surge downhill regardless of whether the local catch basin is clear. The planning of a storm solution is further hampered by the reality that the city sewers were designed for decades of rainfall patterns that are no longer holding. And the fact that businesses must readapt daily to the changing faces of the city makes each new weather pattern a new challenge. This year, the combination of worse forecasted storms and older infrastructure means the cycle of flooding will likely continue. The city's response is constantly evolving. The mayor has recycled in a post, city agencies are prepared to respond, but we must all do what we can. Whether it's raising the litter or simply drying dampness with a line of a hose, the fact remains that New Yorkers have had to create a survival manual for themselves. They're seeing a reality: the city is protecting certain priority spots, but flooding is an ongoing survival game. That's the story of our city's impossible relationship with water, built on hope, maintained by response, yet constant in threat. As storms loom, each of us will watch our neighbors, listen, and perhaps step in with our own effort to keep the city upright. And most importantly, the next time a flood watch is issued, let's remember to help each other, because in a city where the water shifts, solidarity is the real buffer. Thank you for listening. Stay safe, stay informed, and let's keep each other dry.